Tell me, honestly, are you content with your life? Hello, this is Tad Fulford with Rise Up in Real Estate. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the tips to how to figure out if you are content with your life and what to do to change it if you're not. If you're looking at your life and you're trying to figure out if it is exactly like you want it to be, the first thing you need to do is you need to get to a quiet place. Go find a quiet place, maybe your favorite place. Maybe it's a coffee shop, maybe it's the beach, maybe it's the mountains. But you have to carve out some time, I would say an hour to two, where you can sit and reflect. You take a notebook and a pen and you get by yourself. And you're going to sit and reflect a couple of things, and I'm going to tell you those next. Just find that place and go there and do the following things. The second thing you need to do while you're reflecting is you need to ask yourself this: do I feel physically and spiritually healthy right now? This is the time of year where everybody's talking about business planning and you're looking at your goals and ambitions for the next year. Normally what happens is you look at your success or failure in your money, your business from the prior year, and then you start forecasting to the coming year. I want you to forget about that for a minute, and I want you to think about the life you are going to choose. So I want you to ask yourself, while you're reflecting alone with a notebook and a pen, do I feel physically and spiritually healthy? Question number one. You'll either have a yes or no answer. Second question you need to ask yourself: am I happy with the time that I spent in the past 12 months? Analyze where you spent your time. Do you feel like you had too much work, not enough work? Too much drinking, not enough drinking? Too much friends, not enough friends? Do you feel like you have an imbalance in your time, or are you satisfied with the time that you spent? The third thing that you need to ask yourself in this reflective time is, how do you feel about your monetary situation right now? Is your monetary situation allowing you to purchase the things that you want to purchase to live the life that you want to live? Have you been able to pay your bills? And do you have a surplus where you can do the things that you want to do, like give to the charity of your choice, or pay off a car or a home, or send someone to college, or buy the dress, or eat the cake, or whatever it might be? Do you feel like the last 12 months you've had the money that you wanted to have? So now you've reflected, right? You're sitting down and you're writing down notes in this quiet place that you have. You've asked yourself, do I feel physically? Do I feel spiritually healthy? Have I spent good time? And have I spent good money? Now, if all of these answers are a resounding yes, congratulations, you're living the life that you want to live in most cases. If you look at that and the answer is no to any of those, there's some things that you need to do. And actually, if the answer is yes, there are some things that you need to do, because now we're going into a new year. For those of you that are an entrepreneur like we are, we're going into a different market, a different space, a different time in history, and things will change. If you answered yes to all those questions, how can you live that same life in a new and different year? If you answered no to any of those questions, how can you live the life that you want to live in a new and different year? Well, the answer is very, very simple. You need to surround yourself with people and things that will allow you to live the life that you want to live. See, in my opinion, when it comes to business planning, the thing that you need to ask yourself is this: am I living an abundant life? Am I living the life that I want to live? And if you're not, which was the answers to the questions that we just asked before, then you need to do some homework on what you need to change in order to live that life. In my opinion, the first thing you need to do is set a budget. When you set that budget, you need to not only budget for the bills that you pay on a regular basis, but you also need to budget in the things that you want to do special, like charity, like travel, like pay off a car, etc., etc., etc. What are the things that would define your perfect and abundant life? Dream a little bit. This is why you need to be alone, and you need to be somewhere that's inspiring, and you need to have a notepad. This will take a little bit of time and a little bit of work, but it's the best time and work that you will ever spend. Now, if you have defined this life, I'm assuming that you've already done your homework and you've drawn out what your abundant life will look like. What you need to do now is ask yourself and the people that you're around, is this realistic next year? Is there a way that I can build a business and make decisions in my life that will help me achieve these things next year? Sometimes you'll need to do less. Sometimes you'll need to do quite a bit more. If it's quite a bit more, then you need to ask yourself, am I in an environment that will help me do quite a bit more? Am I committed enough to do quite a bit more? It's going to take more time. It's going to take more effort. It's going to take more focus. Am I committed to those things if I know at the end of the day that I'm going to come out with the result of my abundant life? It looks like this. We call it our entrepreneur's mantra. What amount of money do I need to make in a calendar year to live the life, to fund the life that I want to live? That's my entrepreneur's mantra. It is not acceptable for me to make any less than this. Once you have honed in on that amount of money, then if you're in the right place, someone can show you the daily activities. You can draw it all the way back to the daily activities that you need to do day by day, even minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week. You get the picture. The daily activities that you need to do in order for the result, the output, to be the life that you want to live. If you're in the right environment, they should be able to tell you those things. But it's your responsibility to define the abundant life, right? You have to say, I want to live this way. The other part of the abundant life is time. Money is one part, time is the other. Who wants to work all the time and not have time to do the things that we want to do? No one. So you need to take into consideration when you're at this alone time, in this inspiring place with your notebook and your pen, how much time do I need to feel like I'm living the abundant life? Time allows you to take care of relationships. Time allows you to take care of your physical and spiritual health. Time allows you to feel balanced, if that's even possible. That's one thing the last 2 years has not afforded us in the real estate space, is a time to be balanced. We have been in such high demand, it's been hard to say no, and I've seen marriages suffer, I've seen families suffer, I've seen health suffer, and you don't want to be a part of that. So you need to define for you what is the right amount of time. As you're balancing these two things, and I use that word on purpose, time and money, there may have to be some give and take. You may have to say, well, I'm willing to sacrifice this amount of money so that I can have this amount of time. Or you might have to say, I'm willing to give up this amount of time so I can have that amount of money. It's just that important to me to be able to live the life of my dreams. So let's throw out the idea of business planning. Let's throw that away and let's go on a quest for an abundant life. I want you to be able to answer the questions with a resounding yes next year. Am I content with the life that I just lived? I want you to be able to say yes to that, and you have to figure out the balance of time and money in order to do it. This is Tad Fulford with Rise Up in Real Estate, and I hope this video helps you rise up. And if you need help with any of this conversation, any guidance, I'd love to get together and chat.